Are we doing priority or core hunt? I know we kind of set priority, but we can choose. We're only gonna get to do one.
Yeah,
though.
What's the difference between the rewards on them?
Priority is just money and materials, and core hunt is...
Yeah, it should have been core hunt. Yeah, that's my bad. Core hunt is much better.
Alright, let's do core hunt.
And it's a gold rush. But yeah, no.
Gold rush point extraction.
I am not going to super defend Bethesda, but remember, Morrowind needed to be able to run on the original Xbox.
Didn't it, like, restart the console to prevent a memory leak?
Probably. It's
Red
Bethesda. Do you remember what the problem with Oblivion on PS3 is?
No, I never...
Or was it Oblivion? No, it wasn't Oblivion.
It was New Vegas. It was Fallout New Vegas on PS3.
Yeah, no, Skyrim on PS3, the save files could get too big, and you wouldn't be able to load your game anymore.
I think the same happened in New Vegas.
So it's Sony's fault.
Yeah. The power of the cell architecture.
We have talked about the power of the cell architecture, not here in projects that are best left dead, but...
I'm ready. Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
The PS3 has some very good-looking games.
Made by Sony.
At the cost of only Sony first parties being able to actually make anything decent on it. And the Journey gets. The Journey
3D Dot Game Heroes, excuse me.
3D Dot Game Hero runs like shit. It is so
like shit, and it's just voxel graphics and the HD 2D stuff that they eventually started doing. Like,
yeah,
I know
it looks like a fucking early Minecraft shader pack. It looks...
I still like that dumb game.
Well, it's not a bad game, it's not the best example of the power of the cell architecture.
It actually, from what I've heard, it actually is. Like, the way that it ends up working is the cell, like, the reason it's not multiplat is mostly because the cell architecture was really good at all of the simulation of the voxels and such. So it ends up being really good, which is, like, something about the way the cell is made. It's just, like, modern processors don't really do the same kind of things that it does. So that's why we haven't really seen ports of it.
Is it the Crysis problem?
No, the Crysis problem is that it was built for a single thread.
The Crysis problem... No, yeah, the Crysis problem was that they banked on single thread
wrong technology. That was... that was...
Yeah, single-threaded architecture... When it turned out...
Something with the RAM, if I remember.
Yeah. The Crysis problem is not a bad comparison, though. Let's see. I'm gonna do this.
Sony banked on the wrong architecture, and they made it very hard. What's really funny is it was like that was the second time that theirs was the worst console for multiplats in a row. Because as much as everyone praises the PS2, it was a very hot garbage console.
Yeah, it's just that it was the lowest common denominator.
The only good thing about it was... Well, the only two good things about it was, A, it was cheap, and B, it was the cheapest DVD player on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. At the time, it would have been.
It's like everyone who, like... Shadow... You want to talk bad games? Shadow the Hedgehog is a bad video game. But... It is not the crashy, glitchy garbage people remember. That's only the PS2 version.
Yeah, the PS2 versions of a lot of games tended to be the worst. The worst ones.
Especially Sega. Well, except for, like, one of the PC ports of... I think the PC port of Sonic Heroes shipped with the entire soundtrack being one song.
What? Oh, whoa. Like, what?
Every track is the wrong song, and it's all the same song.
If I remember right, the PS3 version of Sonic Adventure is, like, also the worst version of that game.
No, the PC version is...
Oh, Sonic 06? Wait.
No, Sonic Adventure.
PS3 didn't have a version of Sonic Adventure.
Oh, no, yeah, SADX got an HD port.
That was during the PS3 era?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was the Dream. There was a Dreamcast PC, like all the games for Dreamcast that got ported to PC, or got ported to like there was like a Dreamcast collection on Xbox, and that all got ported to PC and PS3.
I did not realize that.
And those ports are really, really, really bad. Like, people track down the old port of SADX to PC because it's better.
Shit.
Though the PlayStation port of Sonic Adventure 2 is better than the PC port, because the PC port, like, every port of Sonic Adventure 2 from the Dreamcast has broken more and more shaders in the game.
Yeah,
And
like, the
PC port has the most broken shaders. Like, if you boot up the GameCube version, there's dark levels in the GameCube version.
Yeah, the GameCube version is fine.
But Chaos Emeralds all render wrong in the GameCube version because the Dreamcast had fucked up technology in it. Every modern graphics card renders back to front, right? Because that makes fucking sense. You know what the Dreamcast can do? It can render things in random order.
You know, this sounds...
Of course it can.
This all sounds par for the course for Sega. Consider what the Saturn did.
The Dreamcast was a better console than the PS2, and Sega lost the marketing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Remember that the Dreamcast had a internet hookup, like, didn't it have it out of the box? Compared to the PS2, you needed the dongle. You needed the dongle.
You could install Windows on your Dreamcast as they feature.
PS2 also only had 2 controller ports, where the Dreamcast had 4.
The Dreamcast joysticks are Hall Effect. Do you know how much you have to pay for a fucking Hall Effect joystick these days?
Like I was just saying, like
joystick drift. It will never ever happen to them.
Weird stuff with the Dreamcast or like Sega hardware is like, consider, like I was saying, the Saturn and the way its picture processing works. It's all in quads, not tris.
The Genesis was basically built entirely off the shelf chips, and it's very cheap hardware. Like, Sega is weird about technology.
Oh right, it's Gold Rush.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I think the entire fucking squad was on me.
No, they're on us.
No, we were fighting a bunch too.
No, like talking about the PS2 being like the weakest and they were the worst or whatever. The funniest thing is, like, I could be wrong, but I think it turns out that like the GameCube is actually the strongest of the three.
It's debatable between the GameCube and the
Xbox
and the base Xbox. Yeah.
At the things the GameCube is good at, it is insanely better than the others. But it struggles at some of the things the other two can do.
Well, I mean, the main struggle point for the GameCube was the disc
PS2
size.
struggled at everything.
Yeah.
It did also come out an entire year earlier.
Fun fact, the PS2's garbage collection system is just broken, and every third-party dev had to code their own.
Oh. So it's like Java.
I
know, it's worse.
I forget if it's a PS1 game or a PS2 game, but there's a story of a dev being able to save so quickly on the hardware that the game never actually noted that it saved. Like, and they had to actually put in a like a completely fake timer. The game had already saved by the time you were seeing the "don't remove disk" or save card thing to pass Sony certification.
The N64 was more powerful than the PlayStation. It's just Sony picked the superior media.
Yeah, nobody wanted cartridges anymore, and
Nintendo decided anti-aliasing at fucking 480p was a good idea.
No, I'm gonna be real here. Nintendo was fucking wrong to stick to cartridges, even in that generation.
No. That's not a controversial statement at all.
The thing is, Nintendo eventually went back to cartridges at the right time when Sony was trying portable mini discs.
Yeah. No, the DS and now the Switch, it's like, yeah, the games, the cartridges cannot hold as much as the fucking...
Oh no, cartridges can hold more than discs now because cartridges have pulled back ahead.
They're basically
Yeah,
just
because
solid-state
solid-state-
media, however, they're still expensive.
Yeah.
Like, even
Which is-
today, they not, like, people aren't bothering with going for the large carts.
Which is why I'm kind of hoping we never get the era of everything is digital. You know?
Mm-hmm. At least in Nintendo's case, they
But they
basically
could
sit
charge
there
you
and
rent
say,
for your
like...
video games instead of you owning them.
In Nintendo's case, they basically sit there and say, alright, well, devs, you need to optimize your game.
If paying for a game isn't owning it, then getting it for
Piracy
free
isn't
online
stealing.
isn't piracy. Yeah, it isn't piracy.
Yeah, I don't own anything. You told me yourself.
I can't be stealing from you. I don't own it. You don't own it.
There is
Oh,
nothing
I
to
have gold in
own.
my pocket.
Oh, no. Your dwarf looks so despondent.
I can't reach the hole with my zipline.
Like, every stupid thing Ubisoft says just makes me more and more glad that I have, like, completely given up on the Assassin's Creed franchise.
I
I'm
haven't bought
glad the
a,
only Assassin's Creed I've played is Black Flag.
I haven't bought an Ubisoft game since I don't even know. Revelations?
I think I hate every other Assassin's Creed game, but somehow sailing boats makes big open worlds feel more fun than big fucking fields or towns.
I feel like I haven't bought a Ubisoft game since Revelations.
Heads up, miners.
I ended up buying
Wait, what?
Valhalla.
Oh, no. Wait, what?
What?
That's late in the
No.
game. It should just be one, though. Like, there should only be one play card.
Yeah, it's fragments.
Please land so I can step forward, thank you.
Okay, well.
Well, we can go pop them out and hope that the ship's
Nothing.
on somewhere relevant.
That's alright. Wherever it lands, I've got
Okay.
lines.
But yeah,
up above?
I'm checking
Val-
the ones over here.
Oh, I don't have lines. I haven't-
Valhalla might be one of the, like, the most vapid peak Ubisoft games they have ever made. There is nothing to that game that makes it any more interesting than any of the other Assassin's Creed, and a lot of things that make it worse.
Did y'all get a meteor that had something in it?
I haven't
all of them
seen
down
any. You've
here
been
are
opening
broken
them.
already.
Because I broke the one up here and it's empty too.
I think they all spawned in broken and empty.
No, I popped open a bunch.
I don't know how many came in. I only saw like 2 or 3. Oh god, it's time to fucking leave. Where is the drop pod? Just came out on the opposite side.
Yeah, these ones I
Rhinos.
opened up.
T-minus 3 minutes.
Oh shit! There's a behind to your left. All right, go drill us a
I'll
path.
fight my way out. I'll be fine.
Watch out for the bulk behind
fine.
you.
I'll be fine.
Oh. Hello.
What?
Come on. There we go.
I don't even know where you drilled your path. There it is.
I killed the bulk.
I saw. Oh, goodness. Blowing out my...
Starting in T-minus 2 minutes.
Oh, there's one here.
Oh.
Yeah, I popped one of them open, and it didn't give me the,
Nothing. They're supposed to always have one.
There
I
could be
did- I
another
did- I
one
did-
that we just totally missed.
Yeah, I did drop one in there, but I didn't hear Mission Control say that you got all of them live.
Oh, wait, no, you put one in? Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it's just there's always at least one.
We got it then, Ty. You
Sometimes
can come
more,
in.
but always at least one. I'm in a chill.
I didn't know how
But yeah,
far away you were.
I'm scout. I can be anywhere in like half a second.
It's right, that's true.
FP, I apologize that these uploads are going to be PW complaints about video games for...
Hey, I started it.
No, I started it by bringing up Starfield. Man, the game's just, like... They just made Skyrim again, but in space and way worse. Complete with dragon shouts.
As a Skyrim fan, I call it Fallout in space, because it looked like Fallout in space to me.
Fallout doesn't have dragon shouts, Starborn does. Starfield does. But
Yeah,
they literally call you the
Skyrim
Starborn.
doesn't have guns, but Fallout does.
You've done it again.
Skyrim has crossbows.
You've started it again.
Crossbows are not guns.
You're making good progress.
No, you're right. Crossbows aren't guns. They're actually better. See Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where the crossbow is the best weapon in the game.